Welcome back to the space. You're hanging out with Kara. And in honor of Earth Month, we are going to video chat with the author of Not Your Typical Book About the Environment. We have Elin Kelsey. Hi, Elin.
Hi, Kara. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Now, you're Skyping us all the way from California, right?
That's correct.
Awesome. Now, I love the title of your book, Elin, Not Your Typical Book About the Environment. So, what is it about, and why did you write it?
Thanks for asking. Well, you know, a lot of environmental books for kids or for adults tend to take a real gloom and doom approach to the state of the planet. And although I work as an environmental consultant and I really understand, you know, how dire a lot of situations are, I also am aware of how overwhelming that is for kids. It can leave you feeling hopeless and worried and discouraged. And in fact, some research shows that the more you feel like there's no hope, the more you're likely to just go out and buy stuff because you think there's no point in, you know, in your efforts. And so what I wanted to do was write a hopeful book about the environment, which is not your typical book about the environment. And that's also based on research that shows that the more hopeful we feel, the more we see that actually our efforts do make a difference and do end up making the world a more sustainable place.
Definitely. Well, that's wonderful, inspirational for kids all over. But how could TVOKids, what's one change they could make that could change the world?
You know, it's actually a really super easy thing. And one of the things is really just to appreciate what you have. Sustainable happiness researchers, and believe it or not, there's people who study what makes us happy, have found that the more that we appreciate what we have and think, you know, wow, I really love just being outside and hearing birds sing, or spending time with my mom, or, you know, contributing to things that matter to us rather than going and buying stuff, it actually makes us happier. And the more we do that, the more we don't use up resources that we don't really need to use.
Amazing advice, Elin. We're going to be talking with you and with another TVO kid. So call in TVO Kids if you have any questions for Elin. And right now we've got Penelope K and Dive Ollie Dive here in the space.
We love our Earth. Oh, I get it. We love our Earth.
That's right. It's not your typical book about the environment. Welcome back to the space. You're hanging out with Kara and with author Elin Kelsey. Hi, Elin.
Hi, Kara.
Now, we have a question from a TVO caller, Harley. Harley, what is your question for Elin?
Why did you write the book about Earth?
Good question, Harley. So, why did you write the book about Earth, Elin?
Oh, thanks so much, Harley. Well, I wrote it because we are living in a time right now where scientists are discovering amazing things about life on Earth. For example, by following different animals in the ocean, like elephant seals and great white sharks, they've discovered that there are really special parts of the earth, of the ocean, which many animals rely on. And those are the edges of underwater volcanoes and the edges of the continents that we live on. So it's a really exciting time for discovery, and it's a really exciting time about the way that we're helping the earth be more sustainable in a hopeful way.
Wow, thanks so much, Elin. Great question, Harley. Now, I have a question for you, Elin. Your book is all about interconnectivity. So, can you tell me how video games and cell phones are connected to gorillas?
I know, it seems a strange idea, but all of the computer things we have, like video games and computers and you know, cell phones, they all contain a precious metal called coltan. And the #1 place to find coltan is actually in some of the most important wildlife reserves in Africa. And so by recycling cell phones, we're actually able to reuse that coltan and therefore not have to mine as much from Africa and leave more habitat for gorillas.
Ah, amazing. Now, one last question, a quick one. What's something that, amazed you, or something you didn't know and you learned about while writing this book?
All the ways that our human bodies can create energy that people are now using. So if you and I went to the Netherlands and we went through a train station, we'd find that there are actually rotating doors where they're capturing that energy and using it to light the lights in the train station. Or in fact, 20 million homes in China are actually fueled and heated by the biogas produced by our bodies,
wow,
you know, from waste materials like poop. So there's all kinds of new and exciting ways that we are using our human power to power the earth in ways that are healthy for the environment.
Amazing. Thanks so much. Happy Earth Month, Elin, and thank you for writing this incredible book.
Thank you. Hopeful messages to all those TVO watchers.
Definitely, definitely. We're going to be giving away a couple copies at the end of the day, so call in, guys. Oh, we've got Alfred the Hedgehog and Gnarly Woods coming up next.
We heart our marble. What? Oh, we love our Earth!